if you own or work within a professional B2B training or certification company that is doing a minimum of 1 million per year. In this video, I'll explain how we can propose building you and your company a new acquisition system and channel to unlock your marketing and sales bottleneck. So of course, this is going to be an opportunity to partner with us to be able for us to build and scale that system for you. So our offer is very simple. We guarantee to book and add a minimum of 100 qualified sales appointment to your sales team calendar in the next 6 months with our system, or you don't pay us a dime. So not a single cent. So 100 appointment in 6 months, or you pay nothing. For your company should be adding 500,000 to 1.5 million in sales pipe. Of course, we do 100% of the work for you. So this is not we show you how the system work. No, this is we will build everything for you, run the strategy, build the system, and fix every problem that can come along the way of building such an acquisition system. So our system allows you, of course, to get more leads, more clients, new deals within your company without you or your team having to hire new salespeople, without having to spend on ineffective ads, and without having to spam your entire market with non-personalized messages that can just affect your reputation badly. So the last 3 years of working with only certification and training companies across the world, that's the United States, Canada, France, Switzerland, pretty much across the world, we added 4 million in new direct revenue from our sources. That's without counting all of the lifetime value. So the stickiness of the customers over the years, which we all know is most of the revenue. Over 89 million in new pipelines in the last 18 months, which again will generate new revenue and new lifetime value for our partners. For some examples of the partners we worked with, we have SDRW, which is a training company that we added 470,000 in 8 months to their revenue, which led to, of course, way over $1 million in revenue within that first year of working with us. Another company is Automated Revenue. They added 145 new clients in 10 months. That's clients that weren't in contact with before us, that didn't know their company, and now are working with them and sticking with their training every year and certification. We also worked with EFPA, which we booked 132 appointments that generated just over 20 million in pipeline within only 5 months. And for them, they were starting from zero. So they had no other acquisition channel than referrals. So we really kickstarted their marketing and sales processes with a new system. Another one is Entrepreneurs, which we added 129 sales appointments, which added 3.4 million in new pipeline within only 21 weeks. Vision training company is Microdoing, which booked 16 qualified appointments, which with giant companies that have hundreds of thousands of employees. So going from 100 million to 1 billion within the first 30 days of launching the actual system. The company is Better Study, which we restructured their entire marketing and sales department and hired a new A+ talent in 10 months, which again completely shifted the way they generated new deals and sales. The training company is Das Studio, which we added 4 leads per day with our system, with companies doing 1 to 5 million within 21 days. So now they have a way to get 4 new opportunities around that every single day with those companies that are exactly within their ICP. The company that is more event and training based is Passos al Éxito, and launch a big event they wanted to. So a quick word from the CEO, which is Alejandro. The partnership allowed us to generate the most profitable event in Passos al Éxito history. Very straightforward on this partnership. Partners we were able to help, and that's within the 4 million in revenue that we were able to add to those companies. Something I want to clarify is that this is not for every professional B2B training and certification company. This is only for companies that are, first of all, product oriented, meaning that your company is generating referrals. You've been getting word of mouth active for multiple years now, and your only limitation to your company is really getting more leads, getting more sales out of your network. That is the 2 main components. And the third one is that you have a minimum value per customer that is above $5,000, meaning that if they stick with you for a year, if they stick for you for multiple years, depending on your average, and they buy other products, whatever that case may be, on average, they're worth way over $5,000. If that's the case, then again, the rest of this video and this system we can build and run for you will be in alignment for us to give you the results that you're searching for, which is 100 qualified sales appointments within the first 6 months. Two more details. A lot of the data we have is because I've personally spoken with over 350 CEOs, presidents, CROs, head of marketing, head of sales from B2B training and certification companies. So I listed a few of the logos. Again, I specifically talked with myself and I spent hours and hours analyzing what worked, what didn't work. And from that, we were able to build a system that is consistently getting results in the industry. So of course, if that's your limitation, you know that it's the thing preventing your growth. Now you might not have the time or the team in-house or even the strategies to pull out and build such a system to generate those new clients consistently, predictably, and profitably without, again, relying on word of mouth. So you have two options to build that system. First one is getting new employees, new talent, which is a great solution for a lot of businesses out there. But again, you have to expect investing 200 to 300K a year to build that new sales department, spending months in trial and error, and maybe seeing an ROI, so return on investment, within 18 to 24 months. That's just the average, what we see in the industry, because again, there's a lot of testing to be done. There's really a new department to be crafted from zero. Another solution is hiring a traditional marketing agency. So a lot of feedback we've got from those traditional marketing agencies is that it's scary to risk your reputation with companies that are working with hundreds of other clients in other spaces that are copy and pasting strategies for totally different industries that just do not understand the world of certification and training companies. So it's kind of like having new hands to build and the new system, but no strategies to tailor it for you and for your specific ICP, so for your client base, for your product, and for the industry. Of course, the point of this video is to present you a better, more optimized third option, which is creating an acquisition partnership with us, a partner that is specialized in training and certification companies, so how to grow them specifically in North America. So a partner like us is invested in the long-term growth of your company, and we're only working with a selected, limited amount of partners at a time to ensure their growth. So by being present in the acquisition process from A to Z, we can pretty much solve every problem blocking your growth. So instead of doing a bunch of different things and relying on your team to fix them, we're able to really scale those processes reliably and consistently for your company. Again, finally allows you to generate new clients consistently, reduce the acquisition risk by diversifying with other channels, and also growing, accelerating your word of mouth. So if we get you new clients that are in outside of your network, of course, those new networks will start speaking because your product is great and you're focused on delivery and your product itself. So that is, again, additional benefits that will come from reaching out to new cold audiences. Another precision is that this partnership is done 100% for you. So I specified by adding to 100% because this is us building the system, going over strategy, and taking a long-term approach to it. This is not, again, some quick thing to be done or advice. We do everything for you, and we remove the risk, we protect your reputation, and we guarantee a return on investment. So if you're looking for a partner who truly cares about your growth because it's in our benefit to do so, we have a performance element to our partnership to solve your acquisition challenge and bottleneck that is holding your company back for maybe months or years that hasn't grown the way you want growth within your company. And then I'm suggesting you to pick a time within this week or the next few weeks to directly speak with me to see if and how we can help you scale your company with everything I mentioned. Now, going over the exact system that we can help your company grow with, I'll walk you through the 3 outcomes and the 3 results we promise to get those 100 qualified appointments for your company guaranteed in the first 6 months. So again, this system generated 4 million in revenue and over 89 million in pipeline in this specific industry. So the modern acquisition system that has been proving in training and e-learning certification companies, the 2 channels that we'll be using, again, we'll be adapting it to your specific company to get thousands of idle prospects that are pretty much inquiring for your training and your certification, it's going to be with meta ads and with cold email. So our approach is first getting started with cold email most of the time to get feedback and clarify which campaigns work, and then scaling that with reliable paid acquisition. Second element of it, once we have a traffic source, is having a high converting funnel. So pretty much to turn that interest, so the first people that raise their hands, pretty much saying that they're interested in looking more into your training and your certification, we want to turn that interest into calls effectively and maximizing qualified appointment. So I won't dive into the actual element point by point, but the first one is having a way to capture the information. Second one is having a sales letter, so a video format of your actual process. And the third one is having a funnel and a really tight way to analyze every KPI of your process to better over time. So I won't dive into the point by point, but this is what it looks like. The third one is actually placing a specialized salesperson and building an agent that will be able to pretty much turn the interested people into qualified appointments at scale. So one of the things we do is we'll recruit, we'll train, and we'll manage an English speaking rep. So salesperson to handle the demand. So that's following up, that's calling every person that hops in, that's qualifying them, that's giving them more information, that's sending them assets, everything in between the actual sales conversation you'll have. So to make it simple, the person is going to call every lead, so the person that is interested in your service and product within 3 minutes, then book a qualified meeting with your team directly to not waste any time and not lose them in the process. And they'll do every follow-up to ensure that they attend the meetings and also update your CRM. The third element is having myself and a part of our team be a fractional sales director. You can view it that way, meaning that instead of hiring a new sales director to manage that new part of your business, new channel, we'll be there to make sure that one, your calendar is filled. Once that's done, you have to make sure that those meetings actually convert and that we get the most amount of revenue out of every call, meaning upsells, cross sells, attraction offers, much building models to ensure that you get the most revenue out of every single lead that comes in the door that we provide you. So there's something very important to understand. Maybe right now you're converting a really high percentage of everyone that comes in the door, but when you're speaking to cold audiences that don't know you and didn't specifically inquire your business on the spot, there's a totally new way to approach them. And that's why, as a fractional sales director, we want to come in and start tracking your KPIs. That means the metrics that you're tracking right now on the weekly dashboard and report. Then we want to create valuable assets to share to every prospect to really answer their questions and move them along the sales process. And then we'll run weekly coaching calls with your sales team to, again, ensure that they get closed, they're happy, and that we maximize every opportunity. So to do a quick recap, first, we built a modern acquisition system to get traffic in the door, to get the eyeballs, if you want, in another term, of your specific ideal customer. Then we want to convert their attention into with a high conversion funnel. Then we want to have a salesperson to be calling, following up, and qualifying every single person, as well as an AI agent. And the third one, last one, is having me and a part of our team be a fractional sales director, really supporting your entire sales team to keep growing as more and more leads are getting added to your calendar. Offer for a partnership is very simple. We guarantee to add a minimum of 100 qualified appointments to your sales team calendar in the first 6 months, or we give you all your money back in full without question. So if you're a professional B2B training, e-learning, or certification company that is looking to grow actively and you're making a bare minimum of 500,000 in yearly revenue, and just so you understand, most of our partners are making well in the 5 to 10 million range, but of course we work with smaller partners as well. If that's you, take a moment this week, a 30-minute to have a one-on-one discussion directly with me. So it won't be anyone. I personally take every partnership call to build a collaboration with every one of our partners and potential partners. So simply fill out the form below and pick a time that is going to work for you so we can discuss. And if you wanted to see more of our results, here's a few of our campaigns. So that shows the thousands of appointments we booked for our partners, all of the leads we generated, the pipeline, the deals we converted, the new clients we added, everything is in here. And just a few little things to clarify before you take a time to speak with me. I want to clarify this is a done for you service. So we build and manage the modern acquisition system for you. We build the funnel, we place and train and manage the sales person and AI agent for you. We also support your sales team. Everything we do is for you. This is not going to be a training. This is not going to be consulting. This is going to be everything. So we will build it running for you and consult you as we go to make sure that this is successful. So we take the risk of our guarantee and we make sure that we give you a return on investment. Of course, you have to qualify to be a partner with us. Again, we have limited spots and we cannot work with anyone. So once we are sure, we are certain that you have the right qualification, which we can discuss on our one-on-one appointment, then from there, we have a guaranteed way to generate you a return on investment, and it's within the contract we sign. So we make sure you get that return on investment by working with us. So once again, fill out the form below, take a time to speak with me directly. And if for any reason you're still not convinced of taking those 15 to 30 minutes to be guaranteed to be added those 100 qualified sales appointment from our partnership, then you can just keep on looking at our other partners' results below. I'll just have them listed. So those are case studies, videos, proof examples of the results, the actual leads, campaigns we made before, and much, much more. So just take a quick look at that below. Again, we have hundreds of those. We have white papers of campaigns in all formats. So have fun with that. And again, if you want to speak with me, a quick thing out the form below and picking a moment will make sure that we can work together and guarantee those results. So have a great day.